Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another video. All right, today I'm having fun again. Back at you guys with another LOLIVEFE collaboration kit. Now, you may remember, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, I did a awesome blowout with blues and then I threw a silver turtle on it. Metal insert, one of my favorites. I actually kept it. I did not put it up for sale. I have it hanging in my living room upstairs and I ended up keeping it because it was so pretty. But that kit was so popular and so in demand that we've decided to do it again. So that is what I'm doing today for you guys. But this time, I'm going to be using my little friend the owl here. But before I get to that, I want to remind you guys, for those of you who have not seen my previous videos, I will be heading to San Diego, California. I'm going there with Massey Art Studio, Lee and Jeremy, and we are going to be hosting the second installment of Fluid Art with Friends. And we are going to be doing it in San Diego, California, March 1st and March 2nd, okay? If you want information on that event, you can email us at fluidartwithfriends@gmail.com. We'll send you the registration information. There's 4 classes to choose from. Pick 1, pick 3, pick all 4, pick as many as you want. They are 4-hour classes. I teach 2 hours. The boys teach 2 hours. You get 4 hours in total. It is an incredible event. We had so much fun in Dallas, Texas. It was an amazing turnout. So if you want information on San Diego, fluidartwithfriends@gmail.com. All right, let me tell you guys what is in this LOLIVEFE kit. Now, you could also head over to video 585. I will link it up here at the top if you want to click on that. It'll also show you me unpackaging all the goodies that you get. So I'm not going to do that in this video, but I will tell you what you'll get, and I'll post a picture of what you will get. But I don't have everything here to unbox because I kind of already did it in video 585. So let me tell you what you will get. You will get a 16-inch MDF round, okay, which is what I'm working on here, but this is a 12-inch, but you get a 16-inch. I needed a 12-inch for my current project. So you get a 16-inch MDF round. You get a jumbo silicone mat. You guys know how much I love my silicone mats. They are all over my table and protect my table really, really well. So you get a jumbo silicone mat. You will get the scraper. You will get a set of 10 150 ml squeeze bottles, the M series bottles. That is the bottles I use every day when I am doing my Dutch pours. So this is the M series bottle, okay? And you will get 10 of these, a pack of 10, okay? You get that. You will get a 10 pack of plastic stir spoons, great for mixing up pigments, resin, anything. You will get a silicone stir stick. Okay, and then you will get your choice of inserts. So if you go on the website, there will be a drop-down list of all the different inserts you can do. There's the turtle, which I did in video 585. Today, I'm working on the owl, so you can get the owl, which I've spray painted. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Here's the turtle, a small version of the turtle. Hold on, you kind of can't see that on a black base. So there you go, you've got the turtle. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff. There is, let me show you this one. This one, it says coffee. So you can do like a coffee theme if you want. And I'll show you the rose. You can do a rose. Other things they have are the silver turtle, because that one's black. They have a silver turtle. They have a black turtle. There's a cat and a heart, and then something called family. So go onto the website before they're sold out, because they sold out so quickly last time and people were disappointed. She's got more stock back in, which is why we're doing another kit and another collaboration this month. So pause this video, head on over to lolivefe.com and get your order in. That kit is regular $109, on sale for $75. And you can still get an extra 10% off that $75 by using code Kanella10. So 75 bucks plus an extra 10% off. You can't go wrong. All right. So that is the kit. Now let me tell you guys what I'm doing today. In my turtle video from 585, I ended up doing a blowout with my, my blowout paints and all of that. I did a nice blowout. I let it dry, and then I put resin on, and then I slapped my turtle on. Well, this time I'm going to do something a little different. I'm using resin. I'm going to put a black resin base, and I'm going to use these colors here, which I'll tell you in a minute what they are. I'm going to put them on here in like a different lines or whatever and blow it out with my heat gun, and then make a design and then stick my owl on top, right? That is what I'm going to do. Now, my owl, as you can see, is like a bluish purple-y kind of color. Super cool. I spray painted him. Any kind of spray paint will do. I just used a spray paint that I had kicking around from Michael's. Apparently it's an iridescent, like color shifting, I mean. It shifts from purple to blue. But anyways, I spray painted him. The back is black. I spray painted him in my garage. And so I've got my resin mixed up already, which, I better stop talking so much or else I'm going to lose my working time here. So I've got my resin already mixed up. As you all know, my resin of choice is always Krystal Resin. Okay, Krystal Resin, you can buy it on the Krystal Resin website. Information in the description below. You can also save 7% off using code Kanella5. So I am going to mix my black paste. Okay, you can get this from the Krystal Resin website. All right, it's just a black paste that I put a little bit of in here. Okay, and I will mix that up and get some black out of that. And then the colors I'm using are from this little piggy from Fluid Art Co. Again, information in the description below. So the colors I'm using are sterling, so it's a silver, followed by sapphire, a nice dark blue, one of my favorites. This one's an iridescent piggy. This one's called Velvet. So although it looks white on a black base, it's gonna have a blue shimmer to it. And then topping it off, I have Abalone, okay? So this is one of their new colors, which is one of my favorite new colors. Okay, so let me put some black paste. I need a popsicle stick. Hold, please. All right, so I'm just going to put just a little bit, like I basically just wet the popsicle stick. So I'm gonna put that in here. All right, like so. Throw this guy away over there. I'm going to put my gloves on. Alrighty. I'm so curious. This one's going to look good because instead of using acrylic paints to do my background design, I'm using resin, which I haven't done in such a long time. All right, so I'm just going to mix that in. Okay, and again, you don't need much. I maybe even probably didn't even need that much, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to mix that up, make sure I get the clear resin incorporated really well with the black paste here. I'm going to move that guy out of the way. All right, made sure this was level. Make sure it is level. All right, so this is ready to go. I'm just going to pour it on here. All right, just like that. Alrighty, I'm going to use my heat gun to warm it up before I spread it out. All right, so now I'm just going to use my hand and I'm going to spread out the resin and make sure I get my sides fully covered. All right, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to tell you guys that coming up this week, there is another special announcement coming up. For those of you who follow me, you guys know I attend a fluid art experience. That is FAE. There's been, I think, 4 or 5 of them now to date. The last one was in Seattle, which I attended. So we are announcing where the new location is going to be. So stay tuned this upcoming week to hear a special announcement of where the next FAE will be and when. All right, so stay tuned, and I will tell you guys that in an upcoming video, or you'll see it on my socials on Facebook and on Instagram. You'll see me post it there, and you are going to find out where the next event is going to be and when and who else is going to be attending. I will definitely be there. I cannot wait. And there's other announcements coming up too. So many announcements. So stay tuned because there's some exciting stuff happening, you guys. Super duper excited. All right, I'm gonna pop the bubbles. Oh, and let me remind you, see, can you see those bubbles popping up? That's gonna drive me mental. So the wood board, I primed it 3 times with black paint, but clearly that doesn't look like it was enough because there are a lot of bubbles surfacing, which this might be a problem. But I'm gonna keep at it, and I'm going to continuously pop the bubbles, and hopefully this isn't an issue. You know, it's the wood breathing, so you just really have to make sure you put maybe even 4 or 5 coats just to be sure. I put 3, and obviously that wasn't enough, but I put 3 on other ones before, and that was enough. So it really depends. Let me just fix my lighting here. There we go. Okay, so we'll just see what happens. Well, you know, it is what it is. Let's find out. So I'm just going to use and just kind of drizzle some silver for now. Now let's drizzle some blue. I typically like using my paper cups, my Dixie cups, because I can squeeze it and do a tip, you know, pointy tip as I'm pouring this out, but I don't know why I didn't do that this time around. All right, so there's the blue. Ooh, the iridescent blue, which is velvet. This one's going to be really pretty on the black base. All right, and then, oh, careful. Look at that. That is so cool. All right, and then topping it off, this beautiful light blue Abalone. Abalone, I'm not even sure. Baloney, call it what you want. I love it. It's a beautiful blue. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna use the heat gun and blend it all in. All right, so here's my observation. My whole theme with this was blues and silver, and although I love the velvet, it's actually leaving me a gold kind of look to it, and I'm not happy about that with the gold look. So I'm going to try and cover it. Yeah, like, I mean, it's gorgeous, but it's not what I was hoping for. So I'm gonna go again. And this might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna go again. All right, I'm gonna do the silver. I'm basically gonna use up whatever I've got left here. And hopefully I can cover up a lot of this gold looking color, which I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try anyway. Okay, and then the Abalone. This might help at least. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the gold because I kind of had a vision, right? I had a vision of this being silvers and blues because my owl is blue. But again, not the end of the world if there's a little gold in here. It's not. All right, let's blow this, mix it, blend it. You know what I just realized? It's not the velvet that's doing the gold. It's the abalone that's doing the gold. Kanella. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. All right, I guess we're throwing in the, well, like it or not, she's gonna have gold now. I can't believe I screwed that up. That's okay. This is gonna be a very interesting owl piece. Let's blend. Okay, I'm like seriously overheating this resin too much by doing as much as I did. However, I'm actually really loving the way this turned out. This is really cool. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I am going to, because there's a ridiculous amount of bubbles surfacing from this board, which I'm very surprised at, because how many of these have I done? I've done wood things all the time, and I've never seen one have so many bubbles before. So I'm going to let these bubbles surface. In about 5 minutes, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna torch it. I'm gonna let this resin cool off a bit because I've overheated it. You could probably even see the smoke that was coming up. I saw it. I don't know if you saw it on camera, but I definitely saw it. So I'm gonna pop the bubbles super quick with the torch. I'm not using the heat gun anymore. I needed the heat gun in order to blend the colors. Yeah, it's hot. Oh my gosh. It's warm. I may have fudged this one up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I really do. But I do love how it's blended. That I really, really like. But yeah, I'm gonna pop it with the torch and hopefully the bubbles don't resurface. I will come back 10 minutes later, see if there's any new bubbles that have popped up. I will torch it again. And then when this starts, when the bubbles start to go away and they don't resurface, I'm going to come back and I'm literally just going to slap this guy right in the center. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. But I can't put him on just now. And I can't promise you I'm going to record the part where I put him on here. So basically that's all I'm going to do. I will come back though, and I will do a final top coat of clear resin just to get this guy under the resin and seal him under there. So I will do that. But yeah, for now, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to pop the bubbles with the torch super quick, like so. Okay. All right, and I'm going to leave it. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I'm actually super surprised. I'm really loving it, and I think he's gonna look super cool on here. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. You know, I'm kind of not hating the gold right now. I think it pops. So I will be back and I will show you guys the final top coat, but I will put him on after this gets a little tacky and after all the air bubbles stop coming up from this wood. So I will be right back. Actually, I lied. I'm back. Before I go away and whatever, I wanted to show you guys at least a close-up of how this looks. See the air bubbles? I gotta pop those. There's lots of air bubbles. So I think after this, you know, sits for a bit and the resin seeps through into the wood, the bubbles will, see there's no bubbles up here at all. Now it's just a few bubbles, which I will pop very shortly. But I'm loving the way this blended. This is insane. So let me get my owl here. Come on, pick it up, Kanella. There we go. So how cool is he gonna look on here like that, right? Super cool. I think that's gonna look super great. So I wonder if there's like shimmer in this if I turn the lights off, but let this cure a little bit and I'll pop some more air bubbles and then I'll come back for the next step. All right, everybody, I'm back with the almost to last final step. So everything worked out really well. There is some of the resin that really, the stencil sunk down and the resin really protruded out of the channel there. You could probably see if you can see that right there in that wing. But is what it is. That's okay because it's going to now get a final top coat. So let's go ahead and add that. And whatever happens, happens. And whatever gets covered, gets covered. And that is it, really. So I'm going to get my heat gun. First, I'm just going to clean my hand off here because my glove has a lot of resin on it from a project I was just doing. All right, heat gun. All right, let's heat it up. Pop the bubbles too. Alrighty, now I'm just going to bring this over the edges and make sure my edges are nicely covered. I did manage to get all the bubbles popped, which was good. Eventually they stopped surfacing out of the wood, so that was a good thing, thank goodness. So it is bubble free, so I got lucky there. But yeah, maybe next time in the future I might do on this particular type of wood 4 to 5 coats just to be safe. Use gesso if you have it. I used acrylic paint. I have heard there is such thing as black gesso. So if you want to go out there and buy some black gesso, or just do like 2 or 3 coats of the white gesso. And then, you know, once you've got the gesso down, just use black paint to cover the white gesso with black paint. All right, I have put a ridiculous amount of resin on this, which normally wouldn't be needed, but I had already made that and there's no sense in not using it. So, and the other good thing is because some of that was protruding out from the owl, it's actually working out in my advantage. So now I'm done with these. I can get rid of these. Voila. All right, let's give it one final layout. One final what? One final flyover. Sure, call it what you want. And there you go. Okay, so I will come to this in about 5 minutes and just hit it with my torch just to pop any other bubbles. I don't want to use the heat gun anymore because it does really warm up the resin if you do it too much. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to come back in a few minutes, give it a quick little torch over, and that is it. Tomorrow, when the resin is dry, not cured, but dry, I will show you guys the back. I'll take the tape off, and then this beautiful owl will be done. So I will be back. All right, everyone, the top final coat is done, and I'm going to peel the back of the tape off for you guys. So what I like to do is never ever touch the top with my fingers. I always handle it from the edges, the sides. What I'm gonna do, look at that. That's pretty neat. And I love these cups because the resin does not stick to them, so I can always reuse them. Look at that. That's perfect. Oh wow, look at that. Can't really use this for skin because it's just way too thick and way too hard, so that's going in the garbage. All right, so I'm going to heat the edge of the board with my heat gun and peel it off. And there she be, done. Look how clean the back is, no resin on it, nothing. It's so cute. It's so perfect. Don't mind the reflection. I'll show you a close-up of it the other way. But there it is. So it worked out perfectly. The sides are great. Let me turn my camera around and bring you guys in for a close-up. And there you have it, my friends. Of course, you're going to get my reflection, but look how nice this turned out. It's so perfect. Look at that. Not a fluff in sight. Well, if anyone is interested in this adorable little owl, you can purchase it by emailing me at Kanella5@gmail.com. Don't forget, you can head on over to the LOLIVEFE website and get yourself one of these kits. You get all that stuff I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video. Go ahead and get it, snag it before they sell out. They did sell out last time I did the kit a couple of months ago. So don't delay if you want to get yourself a kit and get an owl or whatever other stuff, metal inserts they have on there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And again, San Diego, I'll be heading there in March 1st and 2nd with Massey Art Studio, Lee and Jeremy. If you want information to come and see us in sunny SoCal, as they say, San Diego, California, you can email us at fluidartwithfriends@gmail.com. That is it for me for now. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.